Welcome back to Harvestella. We got to the end of the Divine Sea Slight Cave at long last. I'm super excited to see what happens when we get to the end. We saw this big cool robot and we apparently are going to confront the priest just up ahead. I feel something unusual up ahead. So yeah, we're going into a boss fight, which I'm really excited about because the boss fights are really fun in this game. And I'm just kind of curious about what this priest is actually up to. Your Eminence, I think that Shrieker's gonna get quite the shock here. I reckon he's gonna transform into some like vulgar monster or something. I don't know. What are you doing, Patriarch? Please explain this. Take a look around. Oh god. All the villagers. They're all unconscious too. Oh man, I don't think he's gonna be able to explain his way out of this one. Are they dead? I don't think they're dead. I think they're just unconscious or something, but I could be wrong. Maybe they are dead. I hope not. They are not dead yet. He's gonna sacrifice them to the god. I bet there's some weird god or thing that he thinks is a god. You're here earlier than I expected. So he expected us to arrive. What is the meaning of this? What happened to the followers? Anyone wearing a floz is a target. He hunts them down, takes over their minds, and makes them his dummies. Before long, they lose consciousness and he absorbs them into his body. And then off he goes to the next town, leaving a trail of death in his wake. Isn't that right? Kierkegaard? Whatever that is? Oh, so you know my real name, do you? So this is something he does all over? Oh my god. What do you mean by real name? But didn't he raise this girl? He must have stayed in this area for quite some time. So I don't know why he chose to stay here. Maybe it takes a while for him to build up trust. I'm not sure. My name is indeed Kierkegaard. I am a hallowed, born of the sea slight. Wait, there's things born of the sea slight? That's news to me. Okay then. Interesting. Your Eminence, I'm not sure I follow. This monstrosity is no patriarch. He's a hallowed, a kind of man-eating monster. Those things come out of sea slights? There wasn't a creature like this in the other ones, as far as I'm aware. But that's impossible. The patriarch isn't a monster. Or Shrieker's just gonna have her whole life torn down before her eyes. This is gonna be tough for her. I've been a mercenary long enough to know a thing or two. I know about that village. Kierkegaard. The one you obliterated 20 years ago. Okay, it seems like he takes his sweet time devouring the towns and villages that he goes to. It took him 20 whole years. I mean, well, it was 20 years ago, but I think it might take him a long time. He's had a 20-year gap. You do you? It was terrible what happened there. I came so close to death. It took quite some time to recover. But thankfully, that is how my path crossed with the Order. They saw me on the brink of death and took me in. They're a good-natured bunch. They already had blind faith in their teachings, so manipulating them couldn't have been easier. Oh my god, he does look really kind as well. That's so misleading. Just I don't know, the way his eyes are. Maybe I'm just reading into it too much, but he kind of does look kind until he opens his mouth. I don't understand the whole situation, but this guy sounds like a real piece of work. He does. How could you betray Shrieker? How could you do that? I wouldn't call it betrayal. It was always my plan to use them. Poor Shrieker. Although I did almost pity them at first, it was laughable to me that they worshipped this stone the way they did. It is simply nonsensical to worship this stone while hating omens at the same time. You humans are utter fools, controlled by your hearts. All you do is shorten the planet's lifespan. Wouldn't you be better off living under our rule and becoming puppets of the Hallowed? Yeah, I don't think the human race would agree to that. But then, why did you take us in? Why did you bring me up as your own? I knew that you held an immense latent power, Shrieker, so my plan was to use you as a figurehead who would win over the hearts of the people. It all went according to plan. You became known as the Seraph Child and a symbol of hope within the Order. Did you expect her to find out about all of this, though? Although that hadn't been necessary since Anemoy appeared. Oh, okay, so he was going to use her as a tool, but then when that big robot thing appeared that could tell the weather forecast, he was like, well, I don't need her anymore, so I got this amazing robot machine thing. You were using me as a tool? You'll pay for this. We will take you down, you nasty pasty. Show me your true form. Don't be absurd. Since when was food ever able to make its consumer pay? Wow, he looks at humans as nothing more than food. It just gets worse the more he talks. Are you telling me the teachings mean nothing to you, Patriarch? That everything was leading to this? But of course, I only feigned pity in order to gain control over the Order. I couldn't care less about the teachings. No one has ever seen the Holy Mother with their own eyes. How can you believe in such a fantasy? If you were to lay your eyes upon the grace of the Holy Mother, it would surely drive you into despair. I only used the teachings to my advantage when it suited me. They were just another tool, as all of you were. But you, Shrieker, are an exceptional tool among humans. There is remarkable power concealed within you. So even if you wanted to become one of my thoughtless puppets, I wouldn't allow you. Is she meant to be thankful for that? Like, I don't think so. I don't think like that's going to make her happy. I am grateful for everything you've taught me, Patriarch. You've taught me countless lessons, important lessons. I saw the world as a bleak place when I was a young orphan, but I've made it this far thanks to you. You took me in and gave me something to believe in. Shrieker, he does not deserve your kind words. He really doesn't. My God. I can only imagine that the people of the past made the teachings because they believed in the power of the human heart. Because although we may make mistakes even, and we can be foolish at times, it is our hearts that drive us to improve ourselves and build a better future. We can take steps to make each day that bit better than the last. Oh, she's so optimistic. And without you, I never would have come to believe in that. For that, I am grateful to you. But he was only using you. I know, his intentions may have been warped, but that doesn't change the fact that I gained something valuable from him. That's a really positive way of looking at it, I have to say. I'm glad that she's taking the positive stance here, but I think that will only take her so far. I think we're still going to have to put him down and, you know, get him out of here. So he's done terrible things to the villagers and he's going to keep doing terrible things. So we gotta put a stop to him. I think putting him in jail would be the best course, but that's probably not what's going to happen. And so she's going to fight him, isn't she? This heart of mine that you nurtured and raised is only telling me one thing, that I must stop you. She's very strong. I'm glad that she's able to say that. Even if you try to downplay the importance of my existence, I will always stay true to my heart. You go, girl. I like this girl already. Fool! What use is that heart of yours? That fragile organ is why you humans have to be fed faiths and religions for sustenance. Why suffer and live subjected to the pain that your heart brings when you could be a cold-hearted puppet? Is that what he is? Because, like, I noticed that his, like, facial expression never changes. Though he does look kind of kind. I don't know, it just gives me that impression. His face, like, always stays the same. Like, never changes. I wonder if he's already a puppet himself. Maybe he's a puppet of someone higher. Who knows? I have no idea. So be it. If you choose to defy me, I shall just have to kill you. Oh boy, come on, reveal your true form to me. Stop beating around the bush. Oh man, look at all those weird eyeballs. He looks interesting. Interesting design. I need your help, everyone. The patriarchs. Yeah, you don't need to ask. Or rather, Kierkegaard's plan ends right here. Yeah, let's go. Way ahead of you. I've been waiting a long time for this moment. Did Bracker, like, know about this dude, like, this whole time? Like, why did he take so long to bring him down? Maybe, like, he couldn't get close to him. Maybe that was it. Because he had, like, all the people and the holy church all, like, backing him, and maybe that's why, like, maybe he couldn't get close. Well, I may as well help. This is holding up my sea site investigations. I suppose it is. Have no mercy. Yeah, let's get straight to it. Let's take him down and
show you how peaceful it is to
give him what for.
I will be the one to stop you. That is my responsibility as your child.
It's cool to hear them like talk in the like, you know, in the fight as well. I actually was completely out of stamina, so I had to quickly do something about that, but I think we're okay. Is he doing is this poison? Oh my god, he
followed you this far, Kierkegaard.
just kind of knocked me completely over. Shall we take out let's take out the ads first. Gonna use ice against them. So far there hasn't been any like crazy mechanics to this fight or anything, but it might happen. You never know. We're gonna swap over for this ice calamity flower. There we go. Looks like I'm gonna have to keep changing you know, elements for these fights. I'm gonna go for the ice one over here because then I don't have to change like quite as often. So like that would be really nice. But I'm looking forward to seeing what this dude does. Oh, these AoE circles are a bit annoying. They keep popping up like wherever I stand. It's a bit of a pain. So he's weak to what I have selected currently, so we should be fine to stick with that. Or at least I think so. Anyways, let's get out of that. We don't want to deal with that after all. So there we go. I might be able to like do some kind of like special. Wasn't there like a... I don't know if there was a special I could do or something. Oh my god, what's he doing? Oh man. Okay, I got to get in between those. I think I was just looking at the clock in the corner and I kind of like forgot what it did. I think it just activates on its own, doesn't it? I thought maybe I could do something, but I don't think I can. But that's fine. Hollow point. What's he doing? I don't know. Okay, so I gotta be careful when he does that like tree thing. I have to like get in the middle of it, which is good to know. I didn't actually know what he was doing at first. Alright, so we gotta get like here, I think. We're fine. Okay, we're fine. That's good. Alright, it's still the same element, so just keep like pummeling away. We should be good. But this boss seems pretty straightforward. Or at least so far, it has been pretty straightforward anyway. We just gotta whittle down his health slowly but surely. What a weird like design. Do you think he was like made to look like a god or something? He kind of looks like one, like just a little bit. Anyways, but I didn't
think you'd last this long.
I think we got this.
I will give you the sickness that is despair.
The sickness that is despair. So we gotta kill him quick, right? Because we let him get that off, he's probably gonna kill us or something, which would be really bad. Alright, go, 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 go. We nearly got him. We've nearly got him. Alright, there we go. Sweet. I don't know what would have happened if he had have gotten that skill off, but I'm glad we didn't have to find out. Because it probably would have been extremely bad. Oh gosh, I got like things attacking me from like all corners here. Let's go and get the ads because I'm probably gonna be in a tricky situation if we don't get rid of these. So yeah, we should probably do that. Let's get rid of the blaze ones first, and then I'll swap elements to get the rest. I mean elements, not ailments. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll definitely do that. Aria is kind of dying over there, which is not great because I kind of need her to be my shield. She always like helps protect me. Maybe I should just use that will do, just to, you know, just to keep Aria alive. So I needed a bit of life anyway, so it worked out. Alright, let's finish getting these little, I don't even know what they are, Little weird flower monsters. There we go. There's a lot of flower monsters and plant monsters in this game, I noticed. Alright, I have to swap over. Oh, I got another one over. Oh, I swapped. I'll have to, like, swap back in a second and take that guy down. So I'm in the wrong element. Oh, man, he's doing that. We have to focus him now. We're just going to have to go for it, I feel like. Because, yeah, we definitely don't want him to get whatever that is off. Like, I don't want him to get that skill off. I don't know if we're going to make it in time. Oh, my God. Go. Alright, we're fine. I think we got him. Might as well just finish him off now. Let's just forget about the ads behind us. It's fine. Yeah! We did it! He was easy! That was probably the easiest boss so far. You were a pushover. Yeah, unbelievable. Overpowered by mere humans. You were weak, dude. Do you have another phase? Do you get to evolve? Because that was really easy. I'm almost disappointed. I wanted a challenge. I like the boss fights. It did have like one new mechanic, the little tree thing that he was doing, but other than that, it was pretty simple. Come to your senses, Shrieker. It's me. Could you really kill me? Go on, girl, you can do this. Do the finishing blow. I'll do it if you can't, Shrieker. I don't want him slipping through our fingers after we've come this far. Man, he looked serious. Shrieker, have you forgotten your debt of gratitude to me? But you're literally a monster. No, how could I forget? Debt of gratitude? I mean, like for raising her, is that what you mean? Well then, she's gonna do it anyway. Thank you for raising me. Oof. And now, goodbye. Man, that must have been super hard for her to do. I'm surprised that she had like the strength and the courage to do that. So that would be a really hard thing to do. Damn. Mad respect to Shrieker. I think she's going to be a really interesting character to get along with. I'm really looking forward to her relationship quests, actually. I hope it isn't like all about like, you know, her, like the Eminence guy, you know, that dude we just killed. I hope her relationship quests aren't all about him, but they probably will be. Ugh, how did I get caught up in this mess? I didn't even get any good clues. Well, you know, maybe at the next one. What about Anemoy? Yeah, maybe you could dig some dirt out of him. Oh, right, I guess. There's still the question of why that automata showed up here. That's about the only clue I got from coming here. Well, it's better than nothing. Shrieker's taking her time, but there's a whole event. Must have been a lot for her to process. She definitely had a tough time in there. Sorry, I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. Are you joining us on our journey? Oh, you actually look perkier than I expected. We were just talking about you. How did it go? Well, I told them to grant you all access to the seat of the Stone of Seasons. What is that? I don't know what that is. Great. Now I'll be able to research the sea slite without any restrictions. Oh, that's good. I'd still like you not to draw any undue attention to yourself in there, though, please. We're still dealing with that puppet, so for now, we're trying to limit entry to Order members only. I see. Not much has changed there, then. That makes sense. I imagine the confusion it would cause if people found out about it. How is everyone in the capital doing? They're all right. They've been on the mend ever since the floss was done away with. I'm hoping things will go back to normal by tomorrow. Alright, I hope so. How are you? Is she okay? I'm wondering the same thing. You've just been through a pretty grueling experience. It's only natural to be feeling emotional. You're worried about me? Of course, we're friends now, aren't we? I thought we were. Well, I would be lying if I said it didn't affect me at all. But I can't let this stop me now. Even if the Seraph Child was just a product of his scheme, it's a symbol of hope to the followers, and that's just as real to them as my own heart is to me. That's really cool. I'm glad she's like found her own path and she's gonna stick with it, so that's awesome. No one can deny that. So for as long as people rest their hopes on me, I will keep fighting. I won't neglect my duty as a missionary. You go, girl. If that's how you feel. Yes, more now than ever. This event has caused a lot of disruption in the order. I have some patching up to do. Yeah, you got your work cut out for you. You're so strong, Shrieker. Is it a front though? Like, I'm not sure if it is. I'm not so sure about that. She seems strong. Like, you know, from the outside anyway. There is one thing I'd like to say though. The Order wouldn't have been able to resolve this without you. Thank you. That was also the wake-up call I needed to start broadening my horizons. So I've decided I'm going to join you on your travels whenever I'm not working for the Order. Alright, that would be great. The more the merrier. Thanks, I'm looking forward to it. You'll see what this missionary is really made of. I think you're already plenty strong. Where's Bracker anyway? What's he getting up to this time? You know, that's a good point. I kind of forgot about him. I don't know where he's gone. I'm actually looking forward to Shrieker's events way more than Bracker's, to be honest. Damn you, Shrieker. Your power has exceeded my expectations. Oh man, that guy's still alive? You just don't know when to give up. Oh, is he there to finish him off? You! What do you want? I need to ask you something. There was another Hallowed with you when you attacked that village 20 years ago. Where is he? Who? Amadeus? How should I know? Even if I did, what good is that to you? Is he connected to that village or something? Like maybe that was his hometown or something and he wants revenge. Perhaps that's what it is. Gah! Man, don't underestimate me. I know what your weakness is. Just like I know that a normal weapon wouldn't cause you any fatal injuries. What? That weapon? You're no ordinary mercenary. Don't tell me. It was you that day? Nope, I'm just your average mercenary. You kind of destroyed my whole village, and now I live only to fight. But I'm not pulling the trigger because it's my job. I'm pulling it for revenge. So he's really on a revenge mission. Okay. I mean, it was kind of obvious when, you know, you see him kind of keep mentioning the village over and over. And now it makes sense. Kierkegaard was unsuccessful. What are they trying to do? How inconvenient. We only taught him how to use this puppet because he said he would cooperate in our plan. What a waste of time. I expected more from a Hallowed. We won't be needing this either now. No, don't destroy it. There might be some clues for us. No! Ah, that robot was also really cool. I was actually hoping he was a boss. I wanted to fight it. It looked cool. We're running out of time. Oh man. What if the omens are actually like trying to help or something? Hey, we finally finished 3C. That means we've finally done the whole of the chapter 3 storylines because there was 3 different branches. Hell, it took a very long time for us to get through all of those. I don't even have a story quest anymore. I guess I have to just, you know, go to the next day or something. And we'll probably get a story request then. So I guess we should do some relationship things then until tomorrow. That would be good. Who to start with though? That's the question. Nemia, Najord Steppe, or Shatola. I think Shatola would be the closest one to us. So yeah, we'll go and do the quest with Hein. My god, look at all the quests. There's so many quests in this area. Unless I traveled back to my house, but yeah, this would probably be the best way to go about it. So let's do some relationship points there. So do we have relationship with, we don't seem to have relationship with the 2 new characters that we have right now, unfortunately. They are in the party. We got Shrieker and Bracker. They do have the diamonds. So they must have their own story events, but we just don't have access to it yet. I guess we just have to progress with the main storyline, which is probably going to happen after we take a little snooze. I'm assuming. What time is it? It's only 1, so we got plenty of time to, do some other things. So yeah, we're definitely going to do that. There's also a quest here as well. Quests everywhere. like absolutely everywhere. I think there was some in Nemea as well. So yeah, I really do have a lot to get on with. It's going to keep me very busy. I feel like this game's going to keep me busy for a while. A lot longer than I was expecting, to be fair. I've loaded enough fuel. This should be everything. Alright, Hein's ready to go to the ocean floor to see if he can find Fiasella. So that's what we're doing with this relationship quest, I think. Hey Mosi, good to see you. Are we going as well? What you doing? Ah yes, I was preparing to depart. May I join? Now that we've finished improvements to the Fiasella, there's only one thing left to do. Oh yeah? You're really going to the seabed? He really is determined. Right, I've already come this far. Yeah, you should see it through to the end, I guess. I just hope that you don't get yourself injured. Thanks for coming today, but I can't take you with me this time. Why not? I'm sorry, you can go home if you want. Hell no! I'm coming with you. What do you think you're doing, trying to cut me out? Of course, I thought you might say something like that. But I want you to stay here. Where I'm going is a place even Fiasella herself never came back from. This voyage is do or die. I'm ready to risk my life for it, but I can't put you at risk too. I'm always out risking my life. The life of an adventurer. Are you sure? Yes, and if I go with you, you'll have extra plot armor, so you should definitely take me along. You're right, we can't assume she's already gone. I said it myself. I'm gonna go get that silly inventor and bring her back to Shatola. Alright, let's go. We probably won't go this time though. It'll be like next time, but you have to wait till tomorrow. Please refrain from calling me captain. I am nothing more than an inventor, but you are captain of the ship though. Anyway, I'm sorry Mosi, I underestimated you. Come on, let's start our journey to the seafloor. Are we going right now? The Fiasella is ready to go. Get on board, Mosi. Wait, really? I'm surprised. I really didn't think that would go like right now. It usually like says, hey, you can only do like one tiny bit of story and then you have to wait till tomorrow. I'm surprised it actually let us go. Sweet, so down to the seabed we go. Wonder if we'll find her. It's really nice in here. I love the purple seats. The current seems quite gentle around here. That's good. You're not going to go sleep, are you? Let's take a break. You anchor the Fiasella in my place. Are you sure about that? You know I'm super clumsy, right? Oh god. It's pitch black down here. Oh, it is the seabed. It would be. We've come down even deeper than the coral shrine. Oh boy, and we've still got more to go. Okay, do you know where we're going? Like, nope. No, to be honest, I have no idea. Great. All I have is the plan that Fiasella left behind just before she set off. The shipwreck, right? All we can do is follow the route and hope she's at the end of it. But the seas have their own current. I don't know how much I can trust this route to take me to her, but it's all we've got. So we'll follow diligently in her tracks. Alright, we should be careful. If you go down too far, won't the pressure just crush everything though? I don't know how far down we're gonna get to go. I'm counting on you to keep an eye out. I can only see straight ahead. Okay. Alright, break's over. Let's dive even deeper. I'm not so sure about this. Am I gonna come out of this the other side? I don't know. But, you know, we gotta help him out. What's that? Wonder if we'll get like a boss fight down here. That would actually be really cool. Like a big monster down here or something. Mosi, look! Did we find something? That rocky stretch over there. Doesn't it look unnatural to you? The shape. It looks like it's been shaved off. Fiasella's submarine must have been through there. Her ship probably scraped past it and broke off some of the rock. Well, that is some keen observation skills, like damn. She probably went that way. Alright, we might find her submarine. Okay. Let's leave it for today. Time to go back to the... What? Really? Well, why? We're so close. Before we continue, I want to research the tide in this part of the sea and where all the rocks and crags are first. Although I'm not sure much material exists on these depths of the sea. In such uncharted waters, it's better to be safe than sorry. We don't want to rush in unprepared. That's just an excuse to drag out these relationship quests, isn't it? That's really, like, frustrating. We were so close. Went all that way. But whatever, we'll do it tomorrow then. Fair enough. Hopefully we'll find something tomorrow. Ah, I'm free. It feels good to finally be out of that submarine. I'm going to head back to the atelier and rummage around for any reference materials. When I find something, I'll write to you again. Okay then, until next time. Fair enough. Well, we got a bit closer to Hein, so that was cool. Hein's kind of growing on me. I don't know, I like him. I like his story events, actually. It's going down with the submarine is kind of cool. I hope that we get to, like, find her, but I don't know. Because wouldn't he be a marriage candidate if he found her? Like, I wonder if he would be, like, all sweet with her and stuff. So maybe he won't find her because maybe, like, it would mess up the romance for it. Though I don't think the romance is, like, that in-depth in this game, but marriage is a thing. So I'm not sure if, like, Fiasala would get in the way, so they might just choose, like, to keep her dead. Maybe. They might choose to just keep her out of the picture, you know? So, I don't know. We'll have to see with that one, I suppose. Anyways, we're done down there. We're going to go to the Najord step because I have a quest with Estinia in this area. So we'll go and do hers on the way through. She is right at the end of this area, so it's actually best to go to the Nemia side and then walk up through from this way. That would definitely be an idea. Alright, should be just here. So I don't really know what's going on with this, but this is Rosne, the friend of Estinia. Has she found a lead or something? Glad you could both make it. I'll get straight to the point. There's something I want to tell you about the attacker we've been looking for. Oh yeah? Don't tell me you've figured out who she is? Do you know? Not exactly, but I remembered something that you should probably hear. What do you mean? Okay. Shadow always exists, dormant within the self. Therefore, when the self wavers, the shadow takes over. Doubting yourself amounts to a death sentence. The only way to break free from self-doubt is by controlling your shadow and becoming the master of yourself. Oh, okay. So basically she has to, like, overcome her doubts and, like, overcome everything that she did in her past in order for the shadow to disappear. So I think the shadow is part of her, isn't it? Like, the attacker was this weird shadow thing. Where did you hear that? I asked the chief about the power of your shadow once, and that's what he said. Those were his words? Who's the chief? Can we meet him? He was in charge of the organization. Just think of him as the leader. Right, okay. He's the one who took me in when I had no one. He raised me to be a member of the gang. I learned everything I know about fighting from him. That makes sense. But he never said those words to me. What does that all mean? Why did he tell you? That is odd. He was always worried about your shadow getting dangerously out of control. Out of control? I don't know what exactly he meant by that, but my guess is he didn't tell you because he didn't want you questioning yourself even more. So he told me to never to tell you for your own sake. I see. He didn't want me questioning myself. I guess that makes sense. When the self wavers, the shadow takes over. The shadow is like his own entity. That's so weird. So that attacker is my self-doubt? My shadow gone dangerously out of control? Is this what the chief was worried about? It's quite likely. If that's your shadow, then that would explain why she looks like an exact copy of you and calls herself the shadow assassin. That is true. What now? So will she disappear if you stop doubting? That sounds a bit too easy though. That would probably get rid of her. I don't think that would be so easy for her to, like, get rid of though. But only Estinia can do it. Good luck with that. My self-doubt. You need to go on, like, some, like, self-reflection journey or something. Pilgrimage. I don't know. Do you think what happened that day has something to do with it? What day? What are we talking about? So you haven't told her? Oh no, what's going on? Wait, Rosny, I'll say it. This is something she ought to hear from me. Okay. What happened? Did you kill a member of your organization? I bet she did. It still haunts me to this day. I'll never forget. It's etched vividly in my memory. The day I killed my fellow gang members with my own hands. Told ya! Called it. So predictable. Have I just played too many RPGs? Like, I don't know. I have no idea, but man, I could just feel it. I could sense it. Did she do the whole gang? I thought it would just be like one member or something. Like, I thought it would actually be the leader. That's what I thought it was, that she killed the leader or something, not the entire organization. Like, damn. Okay. They'd decided to rebel. Some members of the gang wanted to overthrow the chief, so a fight broke out between us. I was ready to die fighting to protect the chief and the organization he'd created, but I was fighting the very same people I'd been sent out on missions with. Right. One by one, I stole their lives away. Let's not say anything. I'm just going to keep quiet and listen. I don't want to distract her or anything. I don't blame you for looking at me that way. No, I'm just listening. That's all. But Estinia, if you didn't do what you did that day, the chief would have been killed. So the chief is still alive, huh? I would have been too, probably. I know, Rosny, but I'll never be able to wash their blood off my hands. When it was all over, I saw their bodies scattered on the floor. I knew I couldn't be one of them anymore. I killed my own teammates in cold blood. More than anything, I was scared of myself. Oh, that's really sad. That's why you left? You left without saying anything? At the time, that was my only option. It's ironic, really. I had to run away from the very place I fought so hard to defend. Oh my gosh. That sucks. Well, Mosi, now you know the kind of person I am. With blood on my hands, I look after the kids in the orphanage to try and make up for my crimes. The truth is, I don't deserve to live in Nemia. Don't be so hard on yourself, girl. You didn't have a choice. Though killing that many people is kind of insane. Sorry I kept quiet about it all this time. You must be disappointed now that you know the real me. No, I'm not disappointed. Not so much. Just surprised. You are sweet, trying to console me. That shadow is made out of my self-doubt. Maybe you're right, Rosny. Ever since I was asked to take over the orphanage, I've been trying harder and harder to forget my past. That might be what's caused it to happen. This is what the chief meant about my shadow getting dangerously out of control. Estinia. What are we going to do about this? It's as if the brighter I try to shine, the darker my shadow gets. The closer I get to living in the light of the sun, the more painfully aware I become that I don't belong here. I bet that's what my shadow is trying to tell me. It's the personification of your guilt. Yeah, I guess it is. Maybe I don't belong here after all. I don't know if you can ever get over that though, like she killed a lot of people. What do you think you should do, Estinia? Let's ask what she thinks. I'm curious. I don't know. You gotta find the answer within yourself, girl. What I do know is that shadow has been going around attacking people without my knowledge, and I'm going to have to face my past if I want to stop it. Mosi, Rosny, could you give me some time? I need to think this through. Man, this is getting quite heavy. Either way, I won't stop until you face... Oh, it won't stop until you face your demons. So it's up to you now. I'm sorry I've caused you trouble. Please stick by me a bit longer. Of course. We're friends, so why not? Alright, we're actually getting like quite into the story with Estinia as well. There's only a couple more story events to go with her, so that's quite interesting. We're actually quite far ahead in most of the storylines actually. It's probably why it's given us like a few new ones, because, you know, We've done quite a lot of them now. But yeah, Estinia's storyline is really getting quite heavy and quite like dark now, I would say. It's quite interesting though. So I'm curious to see like where it will go and if she will actually overcome her self-doubt. Hopefully she will, but who knows. Anyway, we're going back to the whole storyline with Asiel and Otella. Last time we spoke to him, I think he finally had an epiphany about Otella, so I'm like kind of glad about that. So it's taken this guy a long time. He's a bit slow. Thank you for coming, Molsey. Like I said in my letter, I asked Otella to meet me in Nemea. Okay, did you reach her? Let's see what he says. It took a while though. I started with the Heaven's Egg and then circled places I thought she might be. I think she'll be here any minute. Okay, good. Let's see how this all works out. Okay. Otella, thank you for coming. I hope we get an outcome that we want with this storyline. Well, you went through such lengths to find me. I was surprised you were willing to enter the Heaven's Egg alone. You didn't bring any dragons this time. Please cut the sarcasm. There's no need to bring them. I'm sorry, that was a bit mean. Well, what's so important that you went to such great pains to call me here? I find it hard to believe there is anything useful that could be born from a discussion between you and me. Unless you've changed your mind. Have you finally decided to work together? No, actually, my mind hasn't changed at all. Then why am I here? Because there's something I want to tell you. Oh, is this to be a confession of your love? She's so sarcastic. I've been thinking on it a while about how you must be feeling and about what you want. She's just lonely. Wait a moment. Don't tell me you want to dive into the intricacies of what makes me tick. Maybe we'll get to that in time, but for now, I just want you to listen. I had no idea you had such an ego. Fine, go ahead. Thank you. Okay, what's he gonna say? First, I want to apologize. I said you were nothing like Tiela, and I hurt your feelings. You really did hurt her feelings. A lot of times. I'm not trying to take back what I said. You're not like Tiela. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this right. The similarities and differences between you and her, I think I was looking at them the wrong way. Okay. Do you pay any attention to the words that come out of your mouth? You need to stop being so damn nice all the time. Anyone who sees me will think I'm Tiela. There's no hiding it. I was made in her image. I'm sure even you expected something of me when we first met. And I hate that so much. She hates the expectations. You try so hard to be kind to everyone you meet. But remember this. In time, that kindness will haunt you. There is nothing more cruel than a kindness that approaches you with a knowing look on its face. You in particular, who flaunts it around and then chases me down with it. No, you've got it wrong. That's not what I'm trying to do at all. I don't think his kindness is gonna haunt him. I think that it will haunt her instead if she keeps pushing him away. Are you really so clueless? That may not be your intention, but that is still the outcome. What is she talking about? I never should have come here. Nothing good comes from talking to you. Oh, come on. He hasn't finished. You got to hear him out the whole way. Do I look like I care? There's no need for us to talk anymore. I'm sorry, Otella. Please be patient. You're right. Whatever I have to say is probably just lip service to you. I can't help it, since I try so hard to be nice all the time. But I still need you to listen. Would you look at this tree for me? That's a bit random. Okay. Come on, Asiel, you can reach her. You can reach her and, you know, I don't know what his intentions are with this, if he's like gonna welcome her into the village or like what, but I don't want her to just like be an outcast in Heaven's Egg. It's kind of sad. Yes, it is very pretty. What does this have to do with anything? This tree was hit by lightning and burnt down way back when. Ah, so it bloomed again. So he's trying to say, you know, you can bloom as well, Otella, just like Tiela. Maybe that's what he's trying to say. The townsfolk got together and grafted it. You stuck another tree to it? So this isn't the same tree as before, technically. Ah, so this kind of like goes back to like the whole clone thing, isn't it? Who's to say which of the two trees is blooming here? The tree that burned down, or the one we used to bring it back to life? How am I supposed to know? Perhaps if I dissected it and analysed its genetic makeup. Nah, don't do that. That defeats the purpose. I don't think it matters. And why is that? He's basically saying it doesn't matter if you're Otelia or Tiella. That tree that is here now is blooming. Despite how harsh its history, it still blooms beautifully. Don't you think there's some value in that, Otella? I want to accept this tree for what it is. As I do with you. What's in your heart, your emotions. You are who you are. I am who I am. Hey. What I mean to say is, I'm not denying who you are. Finally! Took him long enough. Whether you're Tiella or Otella, that shouldn't be a gauge for who you are as an individual. You are you. I think everything inside you is yours, and yours alone. I'm sure it must be difficult to change your way of life so suddenly, but you're continuing down your own path, the one you chose for yourself. That's what I think anyway. Asul, you really are too kind for your own good. But Tiella really seemed to feel that part of you was something worth admiring. I must say, I'm surprised. Can some things really be saved with empty platitudes? Oh, she's feeling it. It's getting to her. Are you done? I am. Thank goodness. I thought I would die from boredom. Can I leave now? By all means. Good. Ta-ta. Is she really just walking out? My god. She's got some attitude on her, but I think that you did reach her. I'm pretty sure. I wonder if you made a difference. I think you did. I think you definitely did. Who knows? But I think I got my point across. I think you did too. Thank you for sticking with me, Marcy. I have no clue what Otella's going to do next, but I believe she'll do what's right. Let's call it a day. If anything happens, I'll send you a letter. So there's still 2 more relationship things with him, so I really hope that we will get to see like what exactly happens with Otella going forward, because I'm not satisfied with that outcome. But there is a bit more story, so like we'll just have to see like what happens with that going forward. But it's getting kind of interesting now. I'm really glad that, you know, Asio's finally come round to her. So it did take a while, like a really long time, so that's really awesome. I guess we'll just have to see what happens with that, I guess. Okay then, I think I'm going to stop the episode here for now. Quite a bit of progress. Finished chapter 3 and all of the relationship quests. We'll probably start the next episode with a couple of side quests before going back into the main story, which I think will happen once we have a little rest. So that'll be kind of cool. It's only 4 p.m, so there's still a bit of time. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed. I just want to say a huge thank you to all of my Patreons and members for supporting the channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And if you are interested in donating, there will be a link in the description box below to my Patreon page. Alternatively, you can also click the big join button underneath every video that I create to become a member of the channel. I also have a dedicated live streaming channel that you can find in the description box below or on my channel homepage. I regularly live stream over on that channel, and it would be super cool if you could stop by sometime and say hello. I would really love that. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Please comment, rate and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you next time.